Beloved soul, if your eyes are heavy, do not resist them. If your thoughts are restless, do not chase them away. You did not arrive here by accident. Something in you was ready to rest. Something ancient recognized this moment. Stay a little longer. There is no rush now. Tonight, Zen wisdom does not ask you to understand. It only invites you to soften. As you listen, notice how the breath already knows what to do. It slows without effort. It deepens without command. Dear one, imagine the world growing quieter around you. Not because noise has vanished, but because your attention has gently turned inward. A monk once said nothing at all, and in that silence, suffering loosened its grip. This message comes from that same quiet place. You who are listening now, feel the subtle warmth beginning in the center of your chest, as if a small candle has been lit inside you. It does not flicker. It simply glows. Your shoulders may feel heavier, not with burden, but with permission to rest. Let the jaw unclench. Let the tongue rest in the mouth. The body knows this ritual. It has been waiting. Stillness is calling you, not loudly, but with the patience of a mountain at dusk. If thoughts appear, bow to them and let them pass. They are clouds. You are the sky that does not need to move. Quiet seeker, there is nothing you must achieve in this moment. No place to reach. No insight to grasp. Only this gentle awareness, spreading behind the eyes, like a cool evening breeze. If it feels right, you may whisper in the comments, I am present, not for others, but as a vow to yourself. And if gratitude arises naturally, a simple like can be an offering, a small bow to the stillness holding you now. Ancient monks used to say that sleep comes fastest when the mind no longer argues with the night. So let the night arrive. Notice the hands, a soft tingling, as if they are slowly dissolving into the air beneath them. Do not hurry past this breath. It is opening something within you. Remain here. The path has begun to unfold, and in the next moment, the story will lean closer to your heart, quiet seeker. You are still here. That tells me something within you has already slowed. The night does not ask your name. It welcomes you just as you are. Listen now, not with effort, but with the kind of listening that happens when the mind grows tired of holding everything together. Long ago, an old monk walked beside a river at twilight. He did not try to stop the water. He simply noticed how it flowed, without carrying yesterday with it. You who are listening now, feel how your breath has become rounder, like a gentle wave touching the shore and returning on its own. There may be a soft pressure behind the eyes, a pleasant heaviness, as if the mind is slowly lowering its guard. This is not sleep yet. This is the doorway. Beloved soul, nothing is being taken from you. Something is being put down. The need to solve. The need to remember. The need to prepare. Let them rest beside you, like sandals left at the door. Awareness spreads quietly now, wide and spacious, like a moonlit field with no fences. If a memory appears, do not follow it. If a worry stirs, do not push it away. Simply let it float. A leaf on water, drifting until it disappears beyond sight. The Buddha once spoke of a mind that becomes gentle when it stops leaning forward. You may feel that gentleness now, As the neck softens, as the spine settles into its natural curve, stay a little longer. The stillness deepens if you remain. Your legs may feel warm and heavy, as though the earth itself is holding them without effort. Gravity becomes a friend. If it feels natural, you may write softly below, "I feel the stillness," a quiet acknowledgement, like lighting incense in an empty hall. And if you wish to return to this calm again, subscribing is not a promise. It is simply remembering where peace can be found. Dear one, notice how the spaces between thoughts are growing longer. Those spaces are not empty. They are alive. In them, nothing asks anything of you. The river continues to flow. The moon continues to rise. And you are allowed to rest inside this moment. Do not rush ahead. Another layer is about to loosen, and a deeper calm is already approaching. Just beyond the next breath, beloved soul, your breathing has found its own rhythm now. You no longer lead it. It carries you. The night is listening with you. In an old mountain monastery, a single bell was struck before sleep, not to announce time, but to remind the heart that nothing more was required. You who are listening now, feel how the space around your thoughts has grown wider. The mind does not need to hold so tightly. There may be a gentle sinking sensation, as if the body is slowly settling into a warm pool of still water. The edges of the body soften. Where you end becomes less important. Dear one, the Buddha once sat beneath the open sky and allowed the world to be exactly as it was. No correction, no resistance. You are doing the same now, without effort. Notice the lower belly rising and falling, slow, unhurried. Each breath like a quiet bow to the present moment. If a thought tries to pull you outward, let it pass like a distant sound. You do not need to follow the echo. The mind is learning something ancient. That peace arrives when nothing is pushed away. Stay with me a little longer. There is a sweetness unfolding here. A soft calm may be spreading through the back, down the spine, as if a warm cloth has been placed there. Muscles that worked all day are remembering how to release. You may feel a gentle spaciousness inside the head, a clear open sky, where effort no longer gathers. Quiet seeker, this is not a practice. This is remembering. If it feels right, you may type quietly, "I am listening," a simple sign that awareness is awake, even as the body grows heavy. And if someone you love needs rest more than words, sharing this moment with them is an act of compassion. Nothing more. The Dharma does not hurry. It waits patiently until the heart is ready to open. Notice now how the breath almost breathes itself, how the body knows how to drift towards sleep. Do not hurry past this calm. Another doorway is forming, and just beyond it, something even quieter is preparing to meet you, dear one. You are resting closer to the ground of being now. The mind has grown softer, like earth after a long, gentle rain. Nothing needs your attention. Even listening can become effortless. In the old forests where monks once walked at night, they trusted the darkness. They knew it was not empty. It was full of rest. You who are listening now, feel the subtle loosening around the heart. as if a knot you did not know you were carrying has begun to untie itself. There may be a faint wave of calm, rolling behind the forehead, a soothing pressure, cool and steady, like moonlight touching still water. Beloved soul, this is how the path reveals itself, not through effort, but through surrender so gentle. It feels like relief. Thoughts may still appear, but they arrive without urgency. They no longer demand answers. They simply pass through the open door of awareness. Stay a little longer. The stillness is deepening you. Your arms may feel distant now, pleasantly heavy, as if they are resting in warm sand. The hands no longer grip. They remember how to open. The Buddha spoke of compassion as a resting place, not something you give, but something you allow yourself to feel. Let kindness move inward now, toward the tired parts, toward the places that worked too hard. If it feels natural, you may gently acknowledge below. I am at ease. A quiet truth, spoken without effort. And if returning to this calm feels right, subscribing is simply a way of leaving the door open to stillness again. Quiet seeker, notice how the silence between words has grown wider. That silence is teaching you. Without sound, the body is drifting closer to sleep, yet awareness remains tender and awake. This balance is rare. This balance is healing. Do not rush ahead. A deeper letting go is beginning now. And in the next moment, the night itself will lean in and carry you further, beloved soul. You have come very far without moving at all. The body is resting, and the mind has learned how to stop knocking. The night has wrapped itself around you gently. In the time of the ancient Sangha, monks would sit together in silence until words felt unnecessary. Truth did not speak loudly. It settled. You who are listening now, notice how the breath is almost invisible. So light, so quiet, as if it does not wish to disturb the peace it has found. There may be a deep, comfortable heaviness spreading through the hips and legs, as though the body is being held by something wide and patient beneath you. Nothing is falling. Everything is supported. Dear one, this is the kind of stillness the Buddha trusted more than thought. A stillness that does not explain. It soothes. If a final wave of thinking appears, let it be the last leaf of autumn, loosening from the branch and drifting down without effort. Stay just a little longer. The mind is learning how to be quiet without being forced. You may feel a gentle warmth spreading through the chest and shoulders. Not excitement, but comfort, like being covered with a familiar blanket. This moment is opening something within you that does not need a name. If it feels right, you may softly type, I am resting. A simple recognition, not a declaration. And if gratitude moves through you, liking this moment is a bow, not to the voice, but to the calm that found you. Quiet seeker, notice how the edges of awareness are beginning to blur. Sounds grow farther away. The world steps back. Sleep is not something you enter. It is something that arrives when nothing blocks the door. Do not hurry. The final veil is thinning now. And just beyond this breath, a deeper silence is waiting to receive you, dear one. You are floating closer to the heart of rest now. Nothing pulls at you. Nothing asks you to return. The night has become a quiet companion. Long ago, a monk was asked what enlightenment felt like at the edge of sleep. He smiled and said nothing, because words would have woken the mind. You who are listening now, feel how awareness has grown soft and wide, like a clear sky just before dawn, holding everything, needing nothing. There may be a gentle numbness in the body, a pleasant fading of boundaries, hands, feet, breath, all resting in the same still field. Beloved soul, this is not losing consciousness. This is trust. The mind no longer guards the door. It allows the moment to pass through. If a sound drifts in, let it drift out. If a thought forms, let it dissolve before it finishes. Stay with this softness. Do not hurry past it. You may notice a cool spaciousness spreading through the head, as if the mind has exhaled after a long day of holding. The Buddha called this ease, a natural state, one that appears when striving finally rests. If it feels natural, you may gently affirm below, I am calm, not as effort, but as truth already present. And if returning to this stillness feels comforting, subscribing is simply remembering, where silence welcomes you. Quiet seeker, the breath now comes and goes, without being noticed. Awareness thins into tenderness. Sleep is drawing near, not like a door closing, but like a lake becoming perfectly still. Do not follow my words too closely now. Let them blur. Let them fade. Something even quieter is opening. And in the next moment, the mind will slip gently into a deeper peace, beloved soul. The words are growing softer now, as if they too are ready to rest. You have not been holding the night. The night has been holding you. In the old teachings, there is a moment just before sleep, when the self loosens its grip. Not all at once, but like fingers slowly opening. You who are listening now, notice a subtle coolness at the back of the neck, a gentle release, as though the body is sighing without sound. Thought no longer forms sentences. It becomes texture, then silence. Dear one, this is how effort ends. Not with force, but with kindness. The mind has stopped leaning forward. It has stopped looking for the next thing. It rests where it is. You may feel a faint pulsing calm, moving slowly through the body. Not rhythmic, not demanding, just present. Stay a little longer. This quiet is not fragile. It can hold you. The Buddha once spoke of peace that feels like coming home after a very long journey and realizing the door was never locked. Your breathing may be so light now that you barely notice it. Each inhale arrives like a guest who does not need to announce themselves. Each exhale leaves without being watched. Quiet seeker, awareness is thinning, becoming transparent. You do not disappear. You soften. If it feels right, you may simply rest your attention in the space behind the heart, where nothing needs to be named. There is nothing left to do tonight, nothing left to hold. Do not try to follow this moment. Let it carry you. A deeper stillness is forming now, gentle and wide, and just beyond it, the night is preparing. to take you fully into its quiet embrace, dear one. The night has almost taken over the listening now. The words arrive like distant bells, heard more in the body than the mind. You are safe here. Nothing follows you into this depth. In the ancient hours before dawn, monks would rest without naming rest, knowing that awareness does not vanish. It simply becomes very still. You who are listening now, feel a deep settling in the center of the body, as if everything has gently dropped to its natural place. The chest rises only slightly. The breath brushes past like silk. Even the need to listen is loosening. Beloved soul, this is not falling away. This is returning. The Buddha spoke of peace that arrives when clinging ends, not because it was forced, but because it was no longer needed. Your face may feel smooth now, expressionless, soft like calm water untouched by wind. The muscles around the eyes melt. The brow forgets its name. Stay or drift, either is perfect. There is a warm, quiet darkness behind the eyes, not empty, but full of rest, a place where effort cannot follow. Quiet seeker, thoughts no longer line up. They dissolve before they begin. Silence is doing the listening now. If the body wishes to sleep, let it sleep. If awareness remains, let it float. Nothing must be chosen. The path is not ahead of you anymore. It is beneath you, holding you. Do not reach for the next moment. Let this one close gently around you. The words are fading now, becoming breaths, becoming space, becoming quiet. And in this quiet, without effort, without knowing how, you are already resting deeply, completely, beloved soul. The world outside has grown distant. Even the voice you hear now is soft, folding into the stillness of your own being. You who are listening, feel how the weight of your body presses gently into the bed, the floor, or the place that holds you tonight. This weight is not burden, it is trust. It is the earth saying, I will hold you. There may be a faint warmth rising in the chest, a slow spreading ease. That seems to whisper, you do not need to do anything. And in that whisper, the tension of the day begins to dissolve, like mist beneath a rising sun. Dear ones, notice the subtle expansion behind the eyes, a soft widening of awareness that does not grasp, does not judge, but simply opens. This is the mind unclenching itself. Breath has become almost invisible now, touching you lightly, like a feather brushing skin. Each exhale releases a little more of the day, and each inhale brings nothing but presence. Quiet seeker, hands and feet may feel as if they have melted into the air. A tingling that tells you, you are aligned, you are supported. You are exactly here where you need to be. The Buddha spoke of nights like this, when the body rests, but consciousness remains tender, watching without interference, a witness to its own letting go. If it feels right, you may softly say, I am present, not to mark a moment, but to honor the stillness that has found you. Beloved soul, now the world behind the eyelids begins to shimmer with silence. Thoughts no longer have weight, and even the mind's small urgencies are like pebbles dropped into an endless river, dissolving before they touch the surface. Do not reach for sleep. Do not chase dreams. Sleep is already finding you. Your body, your breath, your awareness, all are drifting into the same quiet river. Stay here a moment longer, for there is a final layer of calm, just beyond this breath. And when it arrives, you will rest, not only in body, but in the stillness of everything, beloved soul. The night has fully gathered around you now, and even the sound of my voice is blending into the soft rhythm of your own being. You who are listening, feel how the spine has released all its guard, how the shoulders have melted into a slow, comforting weight. Every part of you is remembering what it means to be held. There may be a gentle warmth behind the eyes, a quietness that is deeper than thought, like sunlight sinking slowly beneath the horizon and leaving only the hush of evening. Dear ones, notice the subtle wave of calm spreading through the belly, rising and falling without effort, softening every crease of tension you carried without realizing. The breath is almost imperceptible now, an intimate tide moving through you. You do not need to control it, and it does not need your attention. It simply carries you into the space where all striving ends. Quiet seeker, hands, arms, legs, they have grown heavy, not with fatigue, but with surrender. A pleasant tingling hints that the body is dissolving into the support beneath it. The Buddha spoke of nights like this, when awareness is tender and the heart opens without effort. The mind no longer searches. It rests as it is. If it feels natural, you may softly whisper, "I am resting," not as a task, not as a mantra, but as recognition that stillness has already arrived. Beloved soul, listen now to the silence between breaths, to the quiet that exists without needing a name. It is wide. It is steady. It is everything you have been seeking tonight. Do not follow. Do not resist. Do not push away. Another wave of peace is moving beneath the surface. And soon, very soon, you will rest entirely. Not just in body, not just in mind, but in the full, tender stillness of your own being. This is where the night takes you. This is where the soul remembers its home.